Hello, OOR family. How are we doing today? I just wanted to give some information because those of you who were on the call on Wednesday evening of this past week, it was the Meet the Admin call. If you wasn't on that call, there will be a recording that you'll be able to see that recording and you will be able to meet all of the admin team, which we have such a wonderful admin team. But I wanted to come and give you an update and to let you know where we are, a couple minutes with you. I just want you to know that yes, today is the day, October 15th, that we said in the emails that were sent out and also in the post that has been posted in the Telegram room that 1.0 in Our Own Rescue, as you know it, that platform that was structured, the strategy of 1.0, which had 2 stages and each stage was 4 levels. What we did is we did away with that. So today it ends. 1.0 as of today, October 15th, has ended for Our Own Rescue. Now, we did start 2.0 a couple months ago. We just kind of brought it in to get people acclimated because it is all about crypto and it's crypto that's being sent and received from member to member. So just so that you know, again, today, October 15th, is the end of 1.0 as you know it in Our Own Rescue. We are now all about crypto 2.0, which has 3 levels, but each level only has 2 strategies. And it all still starts at $10. There is no difference in the amounts. There's no difference in what is expected of each member in order to be moved from one level to the next and have success in Our Own Rescue. And I'll just let you know the reason why we did that was when I looked at 1.0 and I saw that there were more levels than 2.0, and it was a little more of a struggle to, so to speak, to get people to reach that point of succession of receiving all that they can receive. And there was a kind of a hesitation there. So we put our minds together, and we said, how can we make this better? Because it's all about the community. That's what it's about. It's about you guys, right? So we came up with 2.0 and 2.0. It's 3 stages, but it's less levels. So it's 2 levels each. And so we can move through that a little faster than we would have done with 1.0. And we also brought in where it's crypto, because now that's an easier way of moving the donations one to the other. Whereas before it was who had different payment methods, who has PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, there was all of that. So now it's just one universal crypto. And so we know where the world is heading, of the world of money is heading. For a lot of us, if you're not updated on that, then it's a good platform for you to learn, because we do have a lot of learning videos that go into that section in the Telegram room, crypto information, so you can learn. And we just want everybody to keep up to date, because we're moving in a way where everyone can prosper. And that's the reason why we did it. One of our core values, I would have you to know, is we have made a commitment to the community to make sure we're always listening. We're always trying to make it better. We're always trying to improve the best way that we possibly can. And we take from the community what you're saying, what you're suggesting, and we try to move with that, right? But one of our core values is integrity. And that's why we are where we are today. We're moving at the pace that we are because we're holding that core value of integrity for ourselves as an admin team and for you, the community. So once again, that's why I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to let everyone know that's where we are. 1.0 is gone, 2.0 is here, and we are moving in order to receive what God has for each and every one of us. Remember, this is Our Own Rescue. We're here to stay, and we are here not on our own. We didn't just go. We didn't went. We were sent for the community. This couldn't have been done without God. Trust me, okay? So once again, thank you guys for your time, and we will see you again. See you in the Telegram room. See you. Any questions or concerns, send them into ourownrescue@gmail.com, and we will respond to you, and we thank you. We are grateful for each and every one of you. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Hey, we're volunteers. I'm excited to bring to the forefront my friend Teenie Ellis, aka Sister Ellis.
He has already shared with you that I am Teenie Ellis and I am known as Sister Ellis. And I've been a member of Our Own Rescue since July 2022. And I have the pleasure and the privilege of hosting the weekly Our Own Rescue prayer call on Tuesday morning and other duties as assigned. Being a part of this admin team is truly a blessing for me. We do what we do as unto the Lord. We share a common vision, common goals. We've embraced the vision of our leaders, and we're just so thankful. I am thankful for the opportunity to serve you, our community. And I truly believe that, again, OOR is a gift from God, and I'm happy to be on this journey with you. Remember, we're overcomers. Don't quit and don't give up. Thank you.
Sister Ellis, and up next is my dear friends as well, Veronica Grant, also known as Big Mama, because she makes the famous Big Mama's pound cakes. So,
good evening, everyone. I want to shout out, and I'm located here in Phoenix, Arizona. And as an admin, I have a few important duties that I take pride in. Firstly, I'm responsible for ensuring the safety and the friendly environment for all members of our chat room. I actively monitor conversations. I intervene when necessary to maintain a positive atmosphere and prevent any kind of harassment or abuse. Now, let me talk about two other categories that I focus on: graphic and closing the Zoom room, and being Sister Ellis, in which I take pride in that I'm even asked to do this, to back her when she's not able to do the prayer. I'm honored to be able to do that. In terms of graphic, I use my creative and graphic design skills to create visual appearing and meaningful images, whether it's for important announcements or special events or simply adding a touch of beauty to the chat room. I thrive to make sure that the visual enhances your experience. In conclusion, this covers everything. My role as an admin involves creating a safe and friendly environment in the chat room, designing engaging graphics to ensure visual experience, cultivating and closing prayer for a moment of reflection, and ensuring that the chat room is closed every night, and a gift. And the gift is always good night. And then I remind you of who your admin are, so you're always aware that we're here to help you at any time that you need us. Thank you.
up next is Mr. Lonnie Howard.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Lonnie Howard. I'm actually from Houston, Texas, and my primary role as an admin with Our Own Rescue is to approve members who want to come into the Telegram group. And the purpose of that is to keep out a lot of the scammers and spammers and intruders that try to sneak in and solicit our members to get them into scams. Because of my background in direct sales, network marketing, management consulting, I also help out when it comes to leadership, when it comes to just contributing to any improvements that we want to make in the program. So I'm really glad to be here spending this time with you all.
I just want to say thank you so much for the security piece that you've added inside the Telegram room, because I've noticed a huge difference and improvement, and we're all grateful and thankful for that. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
So, and up next, Miss K Wisdom, the master presenter.
All right, well, folks, I want to be quick. You know me as the person who comes out and do a presentation for On Rescue. truly a joy and a learning experience and a growth kind of opportunity for me being in On Rescue. Now, I think the thing that I bring to On Rescue and the admin team here, which is a fantastic group of people to be surrounded with, is the idea that I came from healthcare. And with healthcare, it's the idea that, you know what, you're in it because you want to help people. So being a part of On Rescue, I realize the spirit of what it is and truly want to encapsulate that and get people to realize that On Rescue is truly here to help people. So with that, you know that I do our presentations, but also behind the scenes, just really working with a terrific group to make sure that anything that is needed gets done. So Ms. V, back to you.
And I just want you are the presenter, but the message that you put in presentations to be able to convey what the community is about is just superb. It is heartfelt, and people can really understand what our mission is about by the time that you spend cultivating the presentation. And she does like new ones almost every week. I'm like, how does she do it? I just love our group. I love our group. And then my name is Verita. Everyone calls me V, and I fit in where I am K in the presentation role and wherever else I can. That's really what I do. And I host. I introduce people. That's what I do. So now let's get to the leadership. Because I tell you, the reason why you have a team of people who just really give their all and volunteer and just constantly are trying to work to make it better and improve in so many ways and coming up with different ideas is because of a leadership that has very essence in who they are and what they breathe. And you can see it in the platform because the platform itself absolutely free. I know everyone always says it's $10, but it's not when you think about it. But let's meet the leadership. First up is the co-creator, Mr. Cecil Chester.
Good evening, everyone. And as Vidya said, my name is Cecil Chester. I'm one of the persons that work in the background to make sure that the platform is running smoothly. I try to take care of issues that members may have in terms of not getting the email or the wrong person is being donated to and things like that. So I work strictly in the background trying to make sure that this platform works efficiently and effectively so that everyone would get their due donations. I've been in this space for many years, so that helps also to understand the process and the nuances of a platform like this.
Next up, oh my gosh, you guys are in for a treat. The creator, the woman who has a heart for God. In all that she does, she's always looking to make sure that everything that she touches is filtered through the Father, making sure that she is doing what's best. So on that note, Jennifer, please introduce yourself.
Hello, can you see me? All right, everyone, my name is Jennifer. I am originally from Trinidad, but I live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm reading the stuff as well. And I take care of just our own rescue, following the leadership of Christ, and then bringing the community along. And I just, overall look over everything, make sure everything is running the correct way, make sure we're heading in the right direction. Wherever adjustments are needed, I'll take care of that. And I just enjoy talking to as many people in the community as I can, especially the leaders. I spend a lot of time with the leaders. And that's how, when you talk to the leaders, that's how you get to really know what their team or their members need. So that's what I do. And I mean, it is a joy. It is truly a joy for me because I always love people and I love what God is doing with our own rescue. So that's what I do.
Thank you, Jennifer. So up next, we're gonna have the strategist. Go ahead and really just kind of share with the community for those who don't know just where our own rescue got started, where they got started.
Our own rescue started back in January of 2022. Uh, Jennifer contacted me and shared with me a great idea that she had, and I said, "Okay, let's do it." And we put together the kind of that con, and we ran it for a couple of months, and it was not what we really wanted. So we did a little tweaking to that, and then in April of 2022, we we came up with a better concept, the concept of what we're working with now, and everything was done manually, and it was a Herculean task to get all these um, donations together. Who's got to go to? Jennifer was basically doing that. Plus, she was doing the presentations, and it was kind of a challenge, really. And we decided, we need to get this project automated. So we contacted a couple programmers. Eventually, Jennifer got in touch with someone who really helped us, and we got it fully automated in April of 2022 to accommodate the matrix that we saw that we needed, because we wanted to be different, and as such, we looked for something that no one else was doing. We remember that we were in a program back in 2013, and the concept of that program is what we used to develop this program that we have. So working with that was OOR 1.0. We developed a really good platform for folks to develop the concept of giving, the concept of helping each other, right? And as the name depicts, our own rescue. We wanted people to rescue themselves, and it should not be a burden for them to get started. And that is where we came about with a $10 initial donation. So everything was going good, but one of the things we noticed after a while was that quite a few folks went through to the 2 stages and the 4 levels. But the majority of the folks were not getting beyond stage 1, level 2. And we tried to look at this and see what's the cause. Why are people not moving beyond that? And then it dawned on us, maybe we need to reduce the levels so that everyone can have an equal playing field. Because once somebody gets to level 2, then obviously they're going to get to stage 2 after that. So it was an encouragement. And that is when we started June of this year, the 2.0. And we've seen a lot of progress since we started that. A lot of people are getting through the different stages now. They're getting beyond stage 1, level 2. They get into stage 2 and stage 3 also. So it was something that we're very proud of, that we made that adjustment so that everyone has the opportunity now of going right through the system. And remember, we only started OOR 2.0 in June of this year. And we're proud of the progress that we've made. And we're proud of the members who have joined us and the effort that they're putting out, and they're really helping ourselves rescue ourselves. And that is what this whole concept is about. Us helping each other and helping ourselves in the process. So that's the direction in a nutshell.
So up next, we're going to talk about where we are now. Kay is going to elaborate on where we are now.
Well, like leadership mentioned, where we actually started seemed like really humble beginnings to where we are now, with the idea that they started from an idea. No one's there. Him and Jennifer at the till trying to get something off based on what God directed her to do, and then actually having that collaboration to this point where we are now, to kind of recognize and realize that On Rescue has literally had 21,236 members come through its doors, in a sense, to see and be a part of this community. That is just phenomenal. To think that it was zero, a concept, a thought, and now we're at this juncture in our history here to have over 21,000 people. And then he also mentioned, with the induction of the crypto platform, changing it from a manual to then becoming an automated system, then kind of realizing that, there's a global trend here where people are, and countries and people are moving away from fiat currency to really moving into the crypto world, and then adapting that. And then to see that when we launched to where we are now, that we have members of over 2,000, to the exact of 2,790 members in the crypto space here, actually operated in On Rescue 2.0, all about crypto. Another fascinating thing of where we are now, in the past, the idea that folks were kind of transmitting funds to each other by having to get different wallets, right? Or different bank accounts, whether you had Wise, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, those kind of things, right? And trying to really have a central point that people could actually donate to each other without the bothersome of having the authorities, right, looking in our business. And now to be in a position where we have a decentralized wallet in the crypto space here that all our members can use, that is actually free. So it's definitely something that's unified in our community here, to think that we have now, in a sense, the perfect thing to unify us. Because before we were scattered, right? If someone came on and you had to donate to them, if they had Venmo and you didn't, you had to somehow figure out how can we do that. Now we could all operate under one space in the donation world. Another cool thing about this process, is the community being able to store, right? Store their donations. So they get donations, they could actually store it and grow it. Before, that was something left to each individual to figure out, well, what am I going to do with my, donations that I get them? Well, how should I kind of operate with them? But with the decentralized wallet, with the crypto space that we're operating in, we really have an opportunity to store it in a decentralized way where, we don't have the authorities, in the sense, being in your business until you decide to make them part of that equation. So really a fascinating thing. And then to also think that this is truly a global community. I mean, we have people in Tanzania, Australia, UK. So we're touching all across the globe. Can you imagine just starting in the US with 2 people, and now we're at this point, juncture, over 21,000 people coming through its doors, over 2,000 people on board with our new crypto space, and really being locked into our community, that we have a central wallet to actually enact this. So the question really bears to mention, can OOR Rescue get any better and any sweeter than this? And so, Ms. V, I'm going to turn it back over to you to see if that is something on the horizon.
I'm telling you, because, I like how the growth is, where we were, where we are right now, and how our own rescue has aligned itself with the growth of just what's happening in the economy as far as it relates to digital, like making sure that people are getting educated on that digital currency, knowing how to not only grow it, but collect it, grow it, expand it, all that. And I think that's great. So now, for the moment that we've all been waiting for, where are we going? Where are we going? Jennifer is going to bless us with the insight, with what her vision is, what God has inspired her to do and where to take this community. And she's going to share with us what that looks like.
Thank you so much. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to where we started and where we are now, and just getting ready to share with everyone where we're going. And my heart is truly full. I must say that my heart is full. So you've heard, you know, where we started and where we are, and now let's take a peek into where we're going. We're going to continue trusting God to give us the wisdom to improve upon what He has already given us in our own rescue, because we started with God, so we'll continue with God. Trust me, I never imagined we would be where we are today until the vision was revealed to me by God. So let's talk about the streamline process. Many other activities to choose from. Everyone has many other activities to choose from, but you found yourself here at Our Own Rescue. And it's, you know, fully automated for the ease and the flow of the expected growth that we're experiencing. As Kay mentioned, we are in several countries. So as we grow, it is important to keep aware of the ability to handle the growth and not overload the software. That is something that we have to keep in mind, because we grew tremendously, you know, in the beginning with 1.0, and we're seeing a slow, but now the momentum is picking up with 2.0. So we always have to be aware, you know, we don't get overloaded, the software. For instance, Cameroon, one of the countries, over the past week, they have placed over 200 members. And they have like this long list that they sent me of people that they're bringing in on a daily basis. So we have to, you know, keep that in mind. Now I'm going to be introducing additional products and services. We're going to talk about that. Yes, Our Own Rescue will be introducing more products and services in the future. And what that will do is it will be adding value to the Our Own Rescue platform. Whether that be through a third party or directly through Our Own Rescue, that is to be determined. But I want us all to keep in mind, we're not going to just throw things out. What we are going to do is take our time, do our due diligence before we put anything out, because we're not just about throwing anything out there. So, you know, just for the sake of having things, because we are, as a admin team, we're very conscious of the members and what their needs are. And that's one of the things that why we as an admin team take it so seriously what we do, because we really love to do everything in excellence and not just throw things at people. So as most of you know, we began with GS Partners a couple months now, whereby the members, they have their unified blockchain wallet. And that came into play in order to be able to give a sense of ease for everyone to send and receive crypto. And that is done with no fees. So I'm sure those of you who are aware of crypto, there's always fees involved. But when we have the blockchain wallet that's being used by GS Partners, there are no fees involved with sending and receiving to and from members. And along with the blockchain wallet, there's also that component of GS Partners that Kay touched on, where we, after doing our due diligence, we introduce that as well. And we also do the same. You know, what GS Partners does, that component, is it allows us to grow our monies, to leverage our money. And so after due diligence, that's why we introduce GS Partners. Now, we'll also do the same with other reliable platforms, as I mentioned before. And this is to give them, each member, the opportunity to have multiple streams of income, because that's what it's all about. We don't just want to have just one. Many of you know who are on this call, you're looking for multiple streams of income. So we would like to see the members use Our Own Rescue as a base, and then launch into these different activities that will provide us with a much more level playing field, so to speak, and be able to grow our monies that we receive from Our Own Rescue. And again, we will not do that on a wing, but with lots of thought, along with due diligence, we will go into decision and make that decision to do so. Let's now talk about, we had 1.0, we're in 2.0, in the horizon, and the future holds a 3.0. Now, we're not going to jump into that right away because that will only happen when we are led to, like when we have certain criteria has to be in place. So that would have to be something for the future as the momentum builds of what we already have. As we build a momentum of 2.0 where we are right now, there is a 3.0 that is coming. And this goes back to the first point of streamlining the process. We want to make sure the process is a smooth transition. Okay. So we have had to make adjustments in different areas, and we will continue to tweak that as needed. And just know we are not only hearing the community, what you say, what you request, what your thoughts are, what your concerns are, but we are listening and we're acting upon some of the feedback that we get. Because it's all about the community. We want the community to prosper. We want the community to benefit from our own rescue. Yes, we are blessed with a strong admin team, as you see already, who we all came together, not out of obligation, but out of belief in a system put together by God. I trust the God in me. I trust the God in me that I will continue to listen to his voice and his leadership by leading the admin team and in turn leading the members to every door of favor open to us. Okay? The plan is for us to use, like I mentioned, our own rescue as a base as we get into the multiple streams of income where not just our basic needs are met, but there is abundance and overflow. We want to be blessed. We want you all to be blessed, to be a blessing. Now, yes, this may take some time, but will be well worth it. So just hang in there with us. All we need is for you to see the vision and share it. So, we always want to say thank you to all of you. And with us just being 1 year, a year and a few months, we have accomplished a lot. We are grateful for each and every one of the members. It is good to receive, but even greater to give. Our Own Rescue's mission statement reads, our mission is to provide a project and strategy which supports others to achieve financial stability and self-reliance previously unobtained. We offer the space, support, education, and training for the purpose of creating and establishing communities based on cooperative economics, working together and helping each other toward the ultimate goal of financial stability and independence. The system is simple and is proven to work, but only if you do. Now, what I'm going to leave you with is some encouragement because we all know that, we all have our personal lives and we want to see platforms that we join, we want to see them work. But I just want to encourage everyone as we encourage ourselves, the admin team, we have to stay the course in order to see the results. Okay. And in order to do that, we can't get away from the plans of God. We can't get away from his leadership. That's why we are here. So I'm going to take you to real briefly. I'm going to just read a couple scriptures from Psalm 119, where it says, you're blessed when you stay on course, walking steadily on the road revealed by God. You're blessed when you follow his directions, doing your best to find him. That's right. You don't go off on your own. You walk straight along the road he set. You, God, prescribed the right way to live. Now you expect us to live it. Oh, that my steps might be steady, keeping to the course you set. Then I'd never have any regrets in comparing my life with your counsel. What does that tell us? That tells us that we need to stay on course. Many of the people who joined our own rescue, they were asking God for something, some kind of financial help. But sometimes we miss when God sends something to us because we're so distracted And I'm not saying our own rescue is for everyone, but there are certain people assigned to our own rescue to benefit from it. And the next scripture is Hebrews 10:23, which is one of my favorites that I live by. And it reads, "Let us hold fast to our confession of faith without wavering, for he who has promised is faithful." So I just encourage all of us, all of you who are on the call tonight, who, you have people that you plan on inviting to our own rescue. Once you come on, stay the course, ride it out to the end. Don't give up, because what God has sent for you and set before you is so that you can be successful and prosperous. So that's my encouragement for you that I'm going to leave everyone with tonight. And right now, I'm going to hand that back over to V.
I always like to make sure that everyone knows the schedule that we have, that we keep here at Our Own Rescue. Is super, super simple. Everything we do is on the same link. We'll be back on Saturday for our training call, as you see here on the screen. And then we're back on next Tuesday. I normally say it. You guys can just screenshot it. Anything else? Oh, let me go. And then we're going to close